Hey guys, I am back with a foundation review. Alright, so today I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Oh. So, I want to say I watched one review on this, just one, and I honestly don't remember it, the end result, anyway, whether or not the girl liked it or not. So, this is supposed to be full coverage foundation. Doesn't really give, like, there's no claims on the bottle. I have it in the shade F6.5. I got this from Ulta, and they have like the list of shades. This actually looked like the lightest shade, but it's actually marketed as F6.5 is for light skin with yellow undertones, which I'm probably more neutral, but I feel like I have a more yellow undertone than I have a pink one. So I didn't want to get like anything that had a pink undertone because that's not ever going to work for me. All right, so yeah, so even if you're thinking about picking this one up, check the shades, like look at all of them and also read the description, because the one that was the very first shade was for fair skin with pink undertones, and it actually looked darker than the F6.5. So, and I read all the descriptions, and this one seemed like it's going to be the best. Usually I go for like the lightest shade that they have, but I'm afraid that one would be too light considering the wide range of concealers that they have in this brand. So I just wanted to kind of play it safe and not get the lightest, but maybe an in-between light shade, so that wouldn't be too dark, wouldn't be too light. See what I'm saying? All right, so oh, and it looks good actually. Like, I mean, it does look light, but it looks actually like it's going to be a good one. It's got one of these giant doe foots. I think we all have seen this. I'm not the first person to review this at all in any way. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. Oh yeah, this shade looks like it's going to be good. It's got that smell though. I don't like the smell of it at all. I'm going to go ahead and start off with a sponge. Whoa! Okay. So I feel like the coverage looks really good, or it looks like there's a lot of coverage. Oh yeah, the coverage looks really good. I think out here in this light, the shade looks really good, like almost spot on. I think if I would have gotten anything lighter than this, it would have been too light. It looks kind of too light in the camera though. So, but I mean, you can see the coverage is pretty good. Not complete coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little tiny bit to just that, my under eye or my pigmentation problem areas, and just see if maybe it will build up. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if like I didn't even need a concealer? Alright, so it seems like it did build up a little bit. I'll give you guys a bit of a close-up look. I'm gonna get a close-up look in my mirror. Okay, so on the sponge side, it doesn't look terrible. It's not looking amazing though. I feel like, let's see, I still have it. This foundation, the Collab Bright Spark Radiant Foundation, I feel like this looked better on my skin than this one is looking. This one says Bright Spark Radiant Foundation. I don't think this was radiant at all, but aside from that, this, I feel like it looked better on my skin. This is looking a little crusty, dry-ish. It's kind of reminding me of the Rimmel one, with more coverage though. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Yeah, this might actually even be like just a hair too light for me. Just a hair. All right. Which is crazy because I'm usually like the lightest shade that they have. I honestly don't really know anything about this foundation. I don't know if it's supposed to be long wearing, long lasting, what any of the claims are. On the bottle it just says full coverage, conceal, and define. So that's just what I'm looking for today, is whether or not it conceals or defines. And since I always test my foundations over a day, you know, they can say whatever they want, but we'll find out through the test. Okay, so there's the brush side. All right, so first impression, I don't like it. I don't hate it, but I can just see it on my skin. It's almost as though, it's almost like a liquid powder. I can see the pigment on my skin. And I don't like that. I just don't like it. I can just see it. I can just see it. There's no two ways about it. I can just see it, and it's not sitting on my skin in such a way as to make it, I don't want to say imperceptible, but just look more natural on my skin. Like the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation looks totally natural on my skin. You can't see the pigment or the foundation just sitting there. And I feel like this is kind of just sitting there. Does it have good coverage? Yeah, it's got pretty good coverage. I mean, look at my eyes. It's got pretty good coverage. I'm going to add a little bit extra to this problem area like I did with the other eye. I prefer a brush to apply foundations just as a matter of course. So I don't think, whoop, I'm gonna grab my sponge though. I do kind of like this sponge to do concealer though, just because it feels more comfortable on my eye. So I don't think that I'm getting better or worse coverage with either application method. I think they're about the same. And I'm not getting a better finish either way. They're both looking about the same. It doesn't seem completely matte. I think this is going to be one of those that kind of splits people right down the middle. Just depends on your skin, and it depends on what you want out of a foundation. If you have dry skin, I don't see this working for you. It just is like looking very obvious on the skin. It doesn't feel drying at this point, but it's just looking so obvious on your skin. Just not looking very natural at all. I don't think I have anything that I can think of off the top of my head that I would say, oh yeah, this is just like that foundation, or, you know, no comparisons like that. All right, so you get an idea of the coverage, which I think is good. And yeah, I mean, you can kind of see like it's just a tad too light for to match my neck. Just a tad, just barely. But yeah, so I will wear this for the rest of the day. Let me go ahead and check my pores real quick because I usually have a problem there. All right, so it's not making my pores look bad. It is looking a tiny bit crusty right here, but that I won't hold it against this particular foundation because a lot of foundations do that. So yeah, I'll wear this for the rest of the day. I will update my thoughts either in the description or in the comments, and I'll just let you guys know how it wore. As a first impression, I don't like it, and I don't see myself going out to repurchase it. It was about $12, which I don't think is that bad of a price if it was really good, but it's just really not that good, so that I would say drop everything and purchase this. At this point, I'll wear it for the rest of the day though, and give it its fair shot, and I will update you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.